Hello there, and welcome to Hammerman for today, August the 21st. I am glad that, this time I got it right. I say this time because there was a bit of a beardy electronical mishap. I guess it would be the computer equivalent of a wardrobe malfunction. I kind of messed it up. When trying to record for this video, I actually hit live stream and live streamed basically commentary to a bunch of people who thought they were tuning into the Mega Crab, which is super awkward because the Mega Crab ain't here yet. It's coming. It's soon, but it ain't here yet. So I apologize to anyone who was looking for some Mega Crab and instead found me making a goof of myself. Ultimate outtake cut reel? Sure. Anyways, as you can see, I've got a shield gen out on my HQ. The reason for that is it's Warrior Weekend. In case you didn't know, if you didn't know that it was Warrior Weekend, welcome back from camping. This is Boom Beach, and it's Warrior Weekend. I figure pretty much everyone out there is probably rocking the shield gen by now. Well, maybe not. I guess during the live stream, no one was actually rocking the shield gen, which is awkward. Though there was the one guy rocking some pretty serious boosted MP health, but doesn't matter. The point is, because I've got the shield gen out, just trying to gather up a little bit of extra intel, make it a little bit harder for the warriors to hit me, it seemed like the right thing to do to include that shield in some of my defenses. So the first couple of defenses, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Throw the shield out in front and let it take all the hits. You know, with the lower level stuff, you don't have to worry about it. The shield, level 3 shield, is more than adequate to defend against that. And, you know, with the miscellaneous things just shooting at them from behind, you're gonna get a win. Stage 3 actually kind of messed me up. I saw in the little, splash screen there. I don't know, that's a splash to me. So, with the splash screen, no, wait a minute. So, splash screen. Zookas, Riflemen, Grenadiers, all the troops. Good. However, for stage 3, it had the Grens on the far right, and I thought to myself, perfect, this base will be fine, all the heavies, all the riflemen are going to land, they'll get destroyed, then the Grens are going to come in and it won't matter. As you can see, things did not go according to plan. He decided to drop the Grens on that first boatload, and they did some work, but because I had the shielded HQ up there, they couldn't get past that. They kind of cored out around the HQ, but they weren't actually able to get to the rocket launchers, which eventually took them out. It was kind of fun, and really, that shield on the HQ is key as far as I'm concerned, because otherwise I think the Grens might have been able to do enough damage to, take out the HQ. I don't know. Maybe not. I could be crazy. Well, actually, I am a little crazy, but let's not go into that. We're going to move on to Stage 4. Stage 4 is kind of the beginning of the medics. The medicopolis. I'm not even going to try making an apocalypse word out of the medics. The point is, the medics come out and they are scary. So your key for stage 4 here is to take out the medics before they heal everything and make things rough. And as you can see, I was relying on that shield to do some serious work, and they made it through the shield, so I got a little bit scared. It's just kind of the way it is. So I decided for stage 5 I'd get a little bit smarter. I'd throw some flamethrowers out in front. That means that the warriors and the riflemen and everything are going to hit the flamethrowers, get burnt to a crisp, and my HQ's a little bit safer. Now, what I wasn't expecting, and what worked out really nice, you can actually see right there, the medics got ruined by all of those flamethrowers and rocket launchers and everything going in there. Because the warriors charge in and, like, wrap around the flamethrowers, the machine guns and the flamethrowers do some work to the warriors, but the medics come forward trying to be like, oh, warriors, we're gonna save you, with the heals, and well, you know, it does not work out well for them, because the warriors end up getting fried, and then the flamethrowers turn to the medics, who are now in range because they're trying to save the warriors, and go, just a bunch of fire. That's a fire. I don't know what the non-metric measurement of a of fire is, but I'm guessing it's a lot, because the medics went down hard. Now, moving on to stage 6, after seeing how the medics going down early, fast, and hard are so important, I decided to actually set up this base and front load it, like, really close to the shore, because as you can see in that first boat load, there's a whole bunch of medics. And it's so important to take those medics out, because if you don't, you've got all these riflemen that stand right in front, and they are going to keep those riflemen very well healed, which is horrible, because that means the riflemen are going to charge through and just ruin your day. They're going to do bad things. Because, as you can see, once again, I'm not rocking any prototypes, just the shield gen that I kind of set out with, and it's way back there on the HQ. But I kind of positioned everything up front to try and take out as many riflemen as possible, because, you know, the tanks we're not as worried about. Like, we don't want the tanks if possible, but if a couple of tanks make it through, we can live with that. Less likely that we're going to go down to tanks than to, like, 300 riflemen. Sorry, I guess, you know, like 10 tanks, or however many tanks are actually sitting there, versus 300 riflemen. So, I kind of positioned the base to curve around. I did as much damage as I could up front, and then it's just a matter of letting them kind of run their course. I do have a few buildings and a few boom cannons trying to mix it up. What I was really hoping is that I could take out all the riflemen by this point, and those boom cannons could just pick off the last couple of tanks and we'd call it a day. It didn't quite work out that way, but that's okay. That's why we have Plan B. Plan B being some mines. Look at the mines doing some work. Obviously, they were not... Plan B wasn't fully thought out, because the mines should have been pushed back a little bit further, putting those tanks right on top of them, doing that extra damage. Probably could have taken out at least 2 more tanks, but it doesn't really matter, because the point is, the shield is still there and holding strong. The couple of tanks that did survive aren't able to work through it in the amount of time allotted, and we get the win. Winning by default. The best kind of winning. So, Stage 7, again, kind of the same deal. We got some insane rifle medic action going on, only this time we've got warriors and Zookas mixed in, and of course, a much bigger boost. So, you know, I had to drop the Hot Pocket. I tried mixing up a few different strategies, tried doing things a few different ways, and it did not work out well. It didn't help that actually before I dropped the Hot Pocket, one of the rocket launchers became a barrage target, which killed one of my rocket launchers, which when you're dealing with, you know, army ants, that hurts. That hurts a lot, you know what I mean? So kind of mixed things up, repositioned everything, and used a similar strategy to the first one. Because, again, what we're really aiming for here, what I really want to do is, I want to mess up those medics, man. I want to take those medics out, put them out of commission as soon as possible, because if those medics aren't alive, then I'm going to have a lot easier time taking out the riflemen. Unfortunately, in this particular case, I'm not as successful, and you can see here how the medics are just keeping those riflemen fully healed. Like, I've got my rocket launchers unleashing. You can see the health bouncing back and forth, but I cannot kill those things, which is a problem because, well, I've got to kill them or they're going to kill me? Like, you know, the good news is I was expecting it, and having learned from Plan B last level, I've positioned my my mines in a slightly better fashion than I did previously, and once again, we're gonna just let them work their way around to the back of the base, and this time, once again, we are relying on that shield. Like, honestly, the shield generator is the MVP of this entire Hammerman, because it did all of the work. It did everything. Good. Oh, look at all those riflemen. All those riflemen hit all those mines. You can see the medics almost kept a whole bunch of them up. But, look at that. Two riflemen remaining and a whole bunch of medics. Well, the shield gen's not going to have any problems with that. So, I am going to sign off because I'm actually recording this time instead of streaming. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.